EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to one of our favorite spots, venerable Soldier Field in Chicago. Today, boy, what a matchup. Two NFL franchises with so much history, so much tradition, getting set to do battle here. As it'll be the Green Bay Packers taking on the Chicago Bears. Just about set for a start. Happy to have you with us, and we are underway here on Thursday Night Primetime. And they'll let that one go as it skips through the back of the end zone for a touchback. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Let's go now.
They'll run. It's Brashard Smith. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It'll go as a loss of a yard on the game's first play. 2nd down. You look at this Bears defense. They played extremely well last week in the win over Atlanta.
And I'm eager to see the game plan and trying to attack them this week, because when you take it away 4 times through interceptions, do you now decide that I can't throw the ball against this team and try and run it like crazy? Or do you challenge them? This is going to be fun.
2nd and 11. He's going to go for a big play downfield. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
Man coverage is certainly a staple of their defense, and it's built for plays like that, forcing that incompletion.
Little trouble thus far on their opening drive as they come up on a 3rd and 11.
Here we go. Set. 70, Timberwolf. Let's go. Let's go.
He'll drop to throw. He's got his man. That's the rookie from Florida State. And he is going to have a Packers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
1st and 10 at the 46-yard line.
A first down carry for Smith. And he's got it across midfield and into Bear territory. A good run there on 1st down, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 2. You often say that sort of opens the playbook now, 2nd and short. What do you think, early shot here?
I like where you're going. Obviously, we've been together for a while, because you know me. I want to take that shot early and loosen things up.
2nd and 2. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. Rookie to rookie on the hook up there, and it's a first down. That early game script that they drew up is working pretty well here on this first drive. Already in field goal range, Charles knocking on the door of the red zone.
You know, Brandon, when we met with the coaching staff, they kind of predicted that they would come out firing like this. I think you and I were a little skeptical it would be this easy, but they certainly knew what they were doing in scouting, in preparation, and understanding what their team was capable of.
And finally, down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. A well-executed 22-yard gain.
A lot of precision being shown on this opening drive. They've been methodical, they've been crisp, and as a reward, they're going to be set up with an early 1st and goal.
Here we go. 79 Broncos. Set up. Ready, right?
They'll look to throw here. And hit behind the line. He lost the football. It's loose. And this is picked up by the Bears. And the return will stop right around the 25.
Hey, we can preach ball security all we want here, but how about that effort on defense? Excellent job inside the red zone. Just took away at least 3 points by forcing that fumble.
Looking to put a drive together.
What's that? Diddy, what's that?
Here's a quick throw caught by Higgins. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. Just like that, a pickup of 20 on their first play from scrimmage. That was a lightning-fast decision that time. He just caught it and got rid of it.
Because he saw his guy was going to be open immediately. So he took the R, the run, out of the play. He took the O, the option, out of the play, and immediately got to the pass.
Here's May. That's complete. It's Ladd McConkey. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. Boy, 30 more yards and another first down.
When they've needed a play this year, he's certainly been the guy to deliver it. As this season has gone on, he's been awfully consistent and sometimes spectacular.
Crazy.
Looking to throw. May. Wide open receiver, complete. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. First and goal, a chance to convert that early turnover into points.
First and goal at the 2-yard line.
Now they'll change things around before the snap.
Rip.
To the air, May. Now he'll tuck this and run. And that is caught. Touchdown, Bears. Zach Charbonnet, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Bears use the early turnover to get on the board first here in this one. Extra point splits the uprights. And that makes the score 7-0.
Packers nothing.
The Bears send the kicking team out there, and they will send this one away. And he'll be brought down right on the chalk of the 20. Now it looks like we'll get a timeout, and we will. We've got an injured Packer on the field. Well, now they're going to come out and take a look at this injury, and we'll be back in a moment. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway.
Let's go.
They had the fumble on the last drive, wound up leading to the opening touchdown. Now they'll try again here, 1st and 10. Oh, this one incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it, and it's 2nd down. You look at this Bears defense. This crew against the pass, it's been a real struggle. 2nd from the bottom in the NFL, number 31.
Theories abound. People have opinions. But too often for this team this season, it's been the big play that's done them in.
And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
Against a team coming off a win, just as your team did the previous week, you talk about being physical all game long. Sometimes being physical is just being on the spot and helping force the incompletion.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10.
Ready.
They'll set up a throw. He had a man open, but he missed him, and it's incomplete.
That looks like it's going to be 2 empty possessions now to start this football game. I think they're going to have to sit down and talk about what worked for them last week in their win. Sometimes you over-game plan, overthink things. Get back to what works.
Well, he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. A terrific return there. 27 yards all told. And it'll be a short field for the Bears as they take over 1st and 10.
Hey, what's that?
Off the play fake. Here's May. And he's going to be taken down. Pressure gets there back at the 39-yard line. It looks like a loss of right around 11 there on 1st down to set him back on 2nd. Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21.
Hey, what's that?
They'll run with the Rutgers man, Kyle Monungai. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Now 3rd down and very long.
3rd down.
To throw, it's May. Oh, he'll let one go deep for Higgins. And unable to connect, incomplete. Give them credit, they took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
Oh, that's going to hurt a bit because they needed to come through with a completion there. Now a drive that started with great field position is facing 4th down.
So now they're going to send out the field goal unit to, as they say, fire away from long distance. So this will be spotted on the midfield logo. It's a 58-yard attempt. He's got the distance, but it's no good. Wide to the right, and this will remain a 1-touchdown game.
Well, Brandon, anything beyond 50, you start rolling the dice a bit. And once you get up around 57, 58 yards, the chances of making it go down dramatically. And sure enough, this one winds up no good.
About set to get this drive started, the Green Bay offense at the line. And it's been a rocky start for them thus far. They had the turnover and then the punt on those first 2 drives.
So there is optimism because they've improved, right? And turnover, you just noted it.
Punt's better than the turnover.
The punt is better on the second one. Now they're hoping to turn into first downs and hopefully points. That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave them 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through, but that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
And that falls to the ground, incomplete. Well, a nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up 3rd down.
Brandon, watching their tape from last week, I saw plenty of plays like we just saw there, forcing incompletions. It was key in their win last week. They're hoping the same thing happens this time out, too.
And this will probably be the last play of the quarter.
Here we go, here we go.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And that's going to be knocked away and incomplete. And with it, time has expired on the first quarter. After 7-0 on EA Sports. Looks like the offense is going to take another shot here. They're going on 4th and 13.
Pat the 60. Pat the 60. Set up. Check out.
They're going to try and throw. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. A surprising move to go for it predictably, at least somewhat predictably. It doesn't pay off. And the Bears are going to get the football back, and they're going to get it in great field position. They'll throw with May. And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. 2nd down. Well, these 2 teams hooking up for the 2nd time this year. They first met back in October, Week 7, and it was the Bears getting the road victory, so they'll look now to take the season series here at Soldier Field. Over the middle, and there's a diving catch. So after the big play, look at this, all the way down at the 15 now on 1st and 10.
At the 15-yard line.
Crazy.
Throwing here is May. And this one is going to be off the mark, too far out in front.
I know coaches tell us all the time that having a powerful arm isn't the number one thing they look for in a quarterback. But when you're trying to throw inside routes and you need to put some heat on it, it helps have the big gun. In this case, just a little bit too much.
2nd and 10. From the gun, it's May. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. And the Packers are going to have it here at their own 32-yard line.
They'll take over 1st and 10 at their own 32-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And last time, went for it on 4th, didn't get it. We'll see if they can pick themselves up. Oh, he tried to fit it in on the slant, and it's intercepted. Fighting his way through contact. And they will score a pick 6 for a Bears touchdown. Well, the offense, they've really not been able to mount anything yet on that drive, and the defense made sure they couldn't mount anything. The interception and the return adding 6 to the scoreboard.
And that's no small return for a linebacker, partner. He took matters into his own hands and his legs on that pick. And once he had it, I don't think anyone on the field could have stopped him.
Extra point attempt to come here. And it's good to make it 14-0.
Makes the score Bears 14, Packers nothing.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. Now he'll give it up on the reverse. He takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. And they're in a bind early here, down 14-0. Are you worried at this stage or still too early?
You're worried. You're just trying not to transmit it to the rest of your team. You want to make sure that they stay positive. But at the same time, you're wondering, how are we going to move the football? What do we have on this play sheet that can work? Get back to basics is usually your answer. And make sure you find the guy who can move the ball fastest for you if you just get it in his hands.
Yeah, still second quarter. You get points on the board here. I think you're feeling okay.
So often when we're watching a football game, we see one with a lot of ebbs and flows, and this one is no different. And sometimes you just need a big play to wake you up a bit. And they get one right there. That shot of caffeine this offense was looking for.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
60 Eagles, 60 Eagles. Go.
Now he'll try to run with this. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. No gain there as he kept it himself. It's 2nd down.
No gain on the play. 2nd and 10 at the 16-yard line.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Pass complete right side to Bowers. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, Packers. Brock Bowers, a 15-yard touchdown grab. And the Packers have got it back to within a score. The Packers keeping the offense out there now as he'll go for 2.
The Packers will set up for the
They'll try and throw for it. And no, it falls incomplete. So the 2-point conversion, no good.
Bears 14, Packers 6.
So the Packer kickoff team set to go as they will kick this one away. And they're going to mark that where it went out of bounds. So really good starting field position up past the 40-yard line. Looking to put a drive together. From the shotgun, May with it. That's going to be brought in by Higgins. Touchdown, Chicago! Jaden Higgins, 58 yards. And the Bears are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead.
Well, that is certainly a deflator right there defensively. Their guys just came off of a touchdown drive. They're back in the game, and then bam, they give up a touchdown one play later. How about that?
And the momentum, which seemingly had shifted the other direction, thought we might be seeing a comeback. That momentum right back the other way.
Well, that is certainly not complimentary football that we saw right there. The defense is supposed to help their offense, not give up another touchdown.
Packers 6.
The Bears send the kicking team out there, and they will send this one away. He's going to be stopped cold. Good coverage there by the kick team to bring that return to an abrupt halt.
At their own 24-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway.
Here we go, set.
Right now, Charles, it just feels like they're trying to keep pace. They did score the touchdown last time out, but they still trail by double digits here. We'll see if this offense is once again up to the task.
Yeah, and I think that after the last drive, they've got to be pretty revved up, don't you think? Everything they were doing was working pretty well. They go back out there with the same mindset, put the same tempo and the same pace. Still a lot of time left to make something happen in this one.
Yeah, boy, this defense again really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain. Here's 2nd and 10.
Brings up 2nd and 10.
60.
At the
Hawk 70. Hawk 70.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Blitz coming, and down he goes. A loss of 3 on the sack made by multiple defenders. This offense continues to shoot themselves in the foot. And here, another sack.
All game long, we've seen missed assignments, which have led to turnovers, sacks. This group has not played well at all here in the first half.
And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
Quality coverage that time to slow down what's been the main source of offense against them thus far. Got to find a way to slow down that ball in the air.
On now is the Packers punter, as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. Oh, this is off the side of his foot. So the punt rolls out of bounds, and they'll have pretty good field position here up near the 40-yard line.
37-yard line.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. Well, partner, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
23 yards, the final tally. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing playing against a good quarterback like he is to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front. Defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange.
All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. And the Packers force the turnover. They'll take over at their own 27. So really the first speed bump that this offense has encountered, they've had the rule of the roost here in this first half, but now slowed up just a bit by the interception.
And there's a chance that that's a wake-up call for them because you don't want to go on autopilot too early. That team on defense is capable of making some plays similar to the one they made right there.
About set to get this drive started, the Green Bay offense at the line. Defense got the better of them last series, forcing a punt. See if they make a few changes in the game plan here and try to get points out of this drive. 1st and 10. And he will be taken down, but a big play there as it comes just as we reach the 2-minute warning.
Ready. Here we go. Cup 19. Ready.
On 1st down, he'll drop to throw. This is caught by McMillan. And he is out of bounds inside the 30.
Out of bounds at the 28-yard line. It's a gain of 7.
2nd down and 3.
Bronco switch. Ready. Panthers 60.
Inside handoff, Smith. And he'll go down here right around the 23-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the 1st down.
But they're getting ready to go to work now in prime real estate after that last run. Found his spot and picked up nice yardage, didn't he?
And now he's got him knocking on the door of the red zone.
Packers.
Ready. Go.
Back to throw now on 1st down. He's got room to roam. And finally wrestled down at the 8-yard line. That gain of 15 gets him on the doorstep, 1st and goal.
Boy, how about the speed with which this offense can get down the field? It's taken them no time at all to get down here. And now they're set up with a 1st and goal.
Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. This is 1st and goal and a golden chance to get a score back here before halftime. Looking to throw. Goes right back to Smith again. And he will get this into the end zone. Touchdown, Green Bay. Rashard Smith, his first touchdown on the year. And the Packers get a late score here in the final minute of the first half. Oh, how about this? No good. Just his 2nd miss of the year. And our score will stay right where it is. So the lead trimmed down to 8 as here comes the kickoff, and it's away. And he won't get this to the 20-yard line as he's down at the 19.
At their own 19-yard line.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And with an 8-point lead, probably not too much of an impetus to try and do too much here. This pass complete to Higgins. A big play there just before halftime. 63 yards. Now the Packers going to go ahead and use the 2nd of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half.
1st and 10 at the 18-yard line.
Hey, what's up?
Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it. May looking to run. Give him a couple on the scramble. It's 2nd down.
Out of bounds is at the 16-yard line. A gain of 2 brings up 2nd and 8.
They're going to look to throw. This is caught. And he takes this one in for a Bears touchdown. A 15-yard touchdown grab. And the Bears will extend their lead in the final minute of the half. May going to try to throw for it. And this is going to be caught. It's good. And that extends their lead by 2 more.
Packers 12.
The Bears send the kicking team out there, and they will send this one away. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line.
At their own 23-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Now the Packers going to burn their 3rd and final timeout as they stop it with 19 seconds to go in half number 1.
Let's go. 60 Eagles, 60 Eagles.
2nd and 5. He's going to air one out. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be 3rd down. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks.
Here we go. Hawk 70, Hawk 70, 18 Radler, 18 Radler. Hut up.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Oh, everything falling apart now. Another one intercepted. Picked up by Riley Moss. And they will score a pick 6 for a Bears touchdown. That bumps us up to a 3-possession game here, and only in the second quarter, Charles. They're trying to put this game out of reach before we even hit the locker rooms for intermission.
What's even tougher is making up 3 possessions against a defense that can make impact plays like this. They don't have this game wrapped up quite yet, but 2 picks already, 1 to the house. I think it's fair to say they're headed in the right direction.
So with 3 seconds remaining in the half, they will line up to kick this one away. And that one not returnable. It's over the back line of the end zone, so that's going to be spotted up at the 30-yard line.
Okay, break. Here we go, set.
They'll throw now on the final play. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. And how about this right out of the locker room? An onside kick attempt. Set to resume. Here we go with the second half. The Bears holding the lead and ready to receive the kick.
Ready.
About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line.
Let's go now.
And you have to think, Charles, down 3 scores already. They need to play an almost perfect second half to have a solid chance.
And that absolutely starts with finding some way to put together a touchdown drive here. They need to be smart, fast, efficient, get the ball into the end zone, and do it again multiple times in order to have a chance to win this game.
Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. And that is going to be incomplete as he led him a bit too much.
Another attempt, another incompletion. And when I look at the scoreboard and where we are in this game, it comes to mind that they have to start getting the ball in the hands of their playmakers. Throw it to the guys that maybe can take a short pass and turn it into a long gain or make people miss downfield. They've got to have points. And the guys who can put the ball in the end zone, they're the ones that need to touch the ball.
That is caught. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. Just his second catch of the game so far. This one moves the chains.
First down. A gain of 13 yards.
Now it's Smith running right. He'll work his way up the middle for a gain of about 4 on second down.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
He'll drop to throw. Short throw caught by Bowers. 68 yards receiving now for him in the game. And a first down on that last catch as well.
I like how they work the tight end on a nice little under route there, and if you're going to give him that much space, he's not going to catch the football. He's going to run away from you a little bit, and that's exactly what he just did there, picking up extra yardage.
19 Tiger, 19 Tiger.
That's out to the left flat and complete. And he is going to lose yardage here. Despite the completion, they're going to wind up losing 3 there. Second down.
They completed the screen on the perimeter, but boy, that was textbook defense. Exactly as you're taught to play against a wide receiver screen, and they snuffed it out for a loss of yardage.
Come on. Set. 70 Timberwood.
Second and 13. And that'll be off the mark, too far out in. And it's incomplete.
At this point in the game and the situation they're in, partner, these incompletions that we're seeing, they need to turn into positive snaps, and soon.
A long way to go here on third down for the 8th play of the drive. And now the first throw for the backup quarterback. He'll try and do this himself. Lawrence hit and the ball is free. And boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. We talk a lot about setting the tone to start the game. Well, you want to start the tone right in the third quarter as well, and nearly lost a football there in their first drive.
And sometimes we overdo it when we talk about halftime adjustments and what teams are going to do. Most of the time, it's just a matter of executing the game plan you brought in. But I'll guarantee you, they didn't draw that play up on the whiteboard at halftime. They're fortunate to retain possession.
I guess they figure they got to start taking some chances. Here's a big one in this third quarter as he'll go for it on fourth down. And he's going to be touched down right at the line of scrimmage. Only needed a few inches to pick it up and get behind your center and burrow forward like he did.
And remember what the GMs have told us? We build an offensive line starting with our center, the guy who can make all the line calls and also move those big defensive tackles in order to pick up first downs.
And he probably should have given that one off as he's going to get hit and taken down behind the line.
I see a shake of the head as he gets up, and you've got to imagine he's thinking, guys, you got to help me out. He's hoping his team can read his thoughts because he definitely needs some assistance.
Here's Lawrence. This is caught by Addison. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. 23 yards on the play.
First down. First and goal at the 6-yard line.
Smith trying to run for it. And just shy of the goal line as he's out of bounds right at the 1. 5 yards, a good run there, and now second and goal. Another modest gain there on that one, and I think, Charles, you can probably pin part of the deficit on a failure on their part to really get this ground game established.
Yeah, and they've really struggled to be multidimensional in this one, haven't they, partner? Because they have to be extremely one-dimensional now if they hope to get back into this game. They'll have to do it by throwing the football and hope to have success through the air.
A bit of a jump there, CD. He breaks the line, and that'll be 5 yards.
And you've got to stay more disciplined than that, Brandon. That's just a free gift to the offense.
The ball down at the 1 as they come up after the penalty on another second and goal.
Hey, Ron,
Smith. He is going nowhere in a hurry as he is going to lose yardage here in a big way. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up third down.
That's a nice example of good team defense right there. Ball was snapped at the 1 yard line. They knocked them back and caused a loss. But you notice they were trying to find any type of a gap to run through. Wasn't one available, and they stuffed the play right there in the middle of the field.
24. Done. This is hot.
On 3rd and goal, Lawrence. Under pressure now, and he's going to go down. Sacked back around the 8. Kenneth Grant drops him for a 4-yard loss there, and that brings up 4th down.
This is hot. 11. Silver.
And they'll try and throw for it with Lawrence. And he's got it. It's caught for a Packers touchdown. Brock Bowers with his 2nd touchdown of the game and 5th on the year. And the Packers take the chance on 4th and goal, and it pays off with 6. So up comes the Packer offense as they will again go for 2.
Hey, Lion.
Will set up for the 2-point conversion.
Lawrence going to look to throw for it. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked up by Riley Moss. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And I think they are going to get this one back. Well, that would have been something. Double turnovers, but the ball comes out. But this will get out of bounds, so possession will stay the same.
35, Packers 18.
So the Packer kickoff team set to go as they will kick this one away. And trouble there on the kickoff as that goes out of bounds. So now the possession will begin at the 35 after the errant kickoff.
Well, that's certainly one way to avoid a dangerous kick returner, I suppose, but you are giving up extra yardage, that's for sure. Because if you put it out of the end zone, they start at the 25. So at a minimum, you're giving up 10 yards to the offense.
Looking to put a drive together. From the shotgun, it's May. He's able to get it to Coleman. And he'll be taken down right there at the 38.
And the Bears.
Flag comes in. This might be a free play. Over the middle and caught by McConkey. And he's going to get this down near the 25. Looking to throw. May. To the left side, he's got McConkey. And he'll be brought down on what's going to turn out to be the final play of this 3rd quarter. 4th quarter coming up here on Thursday Night Primetime. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Hey, no, here. Hey, here.
To throw, it's May. And he is in. Touchdown, Chicago. Lad McConkey, a 5-yard touchdown. And the Bears are about to make it 4 straight as they add to this 4th quarter advantage. Point after, right down the middle. And the lead is now 24.
Bears 42, Packers 18.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. We certainly had a sense coming in here that these guys were in for a tough one on the road. That has been how this ball game is played out. They trail big as we continue on now here in this fourth quarter. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's second down. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's third down.
But what they're seeking with an RPO is space for the receiver to make a catch and then make a play downfield, but there wasn't any space available, thus the incompletion.
Looking to throw, Lawrence. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A big play that time on the catch and run. And it'll move the chains. A three-score game here late. You can probably rule out the comeback, but certainly some kind of a moral victory to be had if they can get a few more points to close things out. And to that end, a nice pass play there to push things downfield.
Yeah, and we know in this league, a loss is a loss, and no one wants anything to count as a moral victory or, boy, something that feels a little bit cheap. If they trim that lead down to just 2 scores, that's still a benefit to this squad.
Marquise Bell in on that stop.
They know that old expression, it's not my night. It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. And that went too far in front. He couldn't reel it in. It's incomplete. Well, I kind of got to give him credit. Another incompletion there, yes, but he's still trying to make plays outside the pocket.
Yeah, he's been hemmed in for much of the game. How about him getting outside there? And that's what you want to see from your quarterback. He's not giving up on this game, so every other player in the field has to say to himself, I can't give up either.
That's coverage you'd expect to see in a tie game late. Not in a lopsided game like this. They are not letting up.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on fourth down. They're going for it. Here we go. Got to have it. Lawrence. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Packers unable to pick up the first. And the Bears will get the football back. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. Been a very strong performance for them, really on both sides of the football. The turnover on downs, the most recent example, and now, obviously, they're in a great spot here.
Yeah, if you're over on the bench right now, you're shaking hands with your teammate, you're hugging him, giving him a little dab. Been a big, big performance for them. Now you just don't get careless. Take care of the ball on the way out.
49-yard line.
Second down and 6 now.
It's now 2nd and 6.
Throwing here is May. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Coleman. Short completion, just 4 yards. And now 2 yards to go on third down. And that last throw right there putting him already over 3,000 passing yards now for the campaign.
And given where we are in the season, Brandon, you have to think to yourself, if he stays healthy, I think 4,000's a given. I think 5,000 is not out of the question if he stays hot.
That's caught inside the 20. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. A very solid gain of 27.
That's good.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. They'll throw with May. His throw caught at about the 5. And the Bears are going to have a 1st and goal as the tackle is made at about the 5.
That's another Bears first down. 1st and goal at the 5-yard line.
To the air, May. Now he's going to step up and run. His pass caught at the 4. All that for a 2-yard gain, 2nd down. Here's May. He's got it. A touchdown-saving tackle there. Now it's 3rd and goal.
Good throw, good catch, but I really like the route. The drag and being able to run away from defenders. Hard to stick with them for that long.
Yeah, better against man than zone, or?
Better against man, because now you're running away from someone and you're not running into a defensive player in another zone.
Charbonnet. No gain on the play, and what to do now on 4th and goal.
Stop short of the goal line. No gain on the play. Brings up 4th and goal.
So the Bears with the football here as we welcome you back. They come up on a 4th and goal as they look to finish this one off.
Here goes Trot.
Now May on the sneak, and he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly. But Charles, in this win, they've really just had one speed, and that's been all out. They're still driving the ball downfield despite the circumstances and the big lead, and they just continue to find ways to get into the end zone with ease.
They're certainly in that zone where almost everything they try is successful and often leads to points. Teams don't get those types of games very often, so when they do, many of them just want to take advantage of it to the last second.
The Packers going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. Now the Bears keeping the offense on the field and going for 2.
Here goes Trot.
They're going to keep it on the ground. And he will not make it to the goal line as his try for 2 is going to come up empty. But that's little consolation to this defense as they have been porous all game long. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20.
The Packers take over 1st and 10 at their own 18-yard line.
About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. Well, we said it at halftime that they would need a nearly perfect second half to erase that deficit that they were facing, CD. But unfortunately, the second half has pretty much been a carbon copy of the first.
Yeah, that early lead was almost insurmountable the way their opponent was playing. And, partner, they do have some good news, though. This one is getting close to being over, and they can try and hit the reset button starting tomorrow.
Silver.
Now Lawrence. Short throw caught by Bowers. Calling a gain of 3 on the play. And it's 2nd down. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play.
Rip, 23. This one's hot.
Lawrence. Throw to the right, hauled in by Addison. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. A good-looking drive for the Packers so far. It's a 1st down.
Well, this game is certainly pretty well over. They go ahead and mark it in the win column. But as a defense, they don't want to get so soft now that everybody just throws the ball all over the place against them, gets big yardage, and puts points on the board. They have pride, too, on that side of the ball.
And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line. Now the Packers going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 1:06 left to go in the game. Lawrence will throw. Over the middle, complete. It's Smith. So the completion good for 6 yards. And it'll be 2nd down.
At the Bears' 8-yard line.
All right, let's go.
give to Smith out of the gun. And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1. That's some good tackling there to keep him short of that yellow line.
Yeah, and defensively, all I'm thinking is that on that play, get me to 3rd down. Get me into a position where I can make one more play and get my defense off the field.
Now Lawrence. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And whistles, and they take their final timeout with 7 seconds left.
And in a lot of ways, that catch is expected. Red zone presence. And that one was realized there. You've got to find your tight end in that situation.
And what are the whistles for? Timeout. So they'll stop the clock here in a game that's been decided in the closing seconds.
On the red.
Now Lawrence to throw. Quick hitter here. It's complete. And somewhat of a measure of revenge as he's in for the touchdown, but they still trail big time.
He'll take it, but he won't be able to smile about it.
There was no going through the progressions on that touchdown pass.
Yeah, nor was it necessary. His receiver won that route early, presented himself. No reason to wait. Go ahead and put it on him and score a touchdown.
Packers 25.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Oh, a good return up past the 30. And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds. So that last kickoff, just a mere formality, obviously, Charles, wrapping up a game that they should be very happy about in which they got the win.
Yeah, I thought they were clearly the better team by the end, and they earned this one with a terrific game plan and consistent effort throughout. Only fitting that they had the ball when the clock hit 0.
So for the Bears, it's an important win in terms of staying in the postseason race as they move to 6-4. And they'll get a few days to savor this one before they take on the Jacksonville Jaguars. Meanwhile, for the Packers, the turnaround hasn't materialized as they fall to 2-7. And they'll be off to Minneapolis next week for a look at new U.S. Bank Stadium and a date with the Vikings. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports.